Hello and welcome to a brand new series of Let's Play Transport Fever with me, BonBonB. Of course you are very welcome. Makes a bit of a change for me to do something other than City Skylines. I do like Transport Fever, although it's been a long time since I played it. It's going to take me a while to work out what I'm doing, and I expect to be faffing around a lot in the first couple of episodes, so please bear with me. I will do my best to keep you entertained while I am completely wondering what all the updates have been and why things aren't working like they used to when I was last playing the game. Now normally when I play Transport Fever I go with the biggest map possible because I like big maps. For this particular series I thought I'd go small, because it just keeps things simple, and especially as I'm trying to get back into it, amongst other things. And it can get overly complicated, so at least with a nice small map, it's not too difficult for you to follow along what I'm doing. So anyway, let's have a look at starting a new game. I'm going to go with, like I say, the small world. There's a few options, small, medium or large. I think small, 64 square kilometers is fine. And then you can have flat or medium or lumpy land. Start year, we're going for 1900. Difficulty easy, and then we'll have a little seed in there to generate a map for us, BonBonB. So if you want to recreate this particular map on a 1:1 scale, a 1:1 scale, this is like a square map, that's all you need to do. Right, let's head over to our new game. And so welcome to our new land. Now it's been a while since I've played this, so I'm going to take me a while to get used to the keys and the controls and so forth, but we're playing this together, so why not? The one thing that will confuse me the most is the middle mouse button, which is the rotate button, which you can see there. We are, you see. Now, City Skylines, that's obviously the rotate modifier for City Skylines as well, except for within City Skylines, my middle mouse button does not work. So I've had to convert that in the settings to the caps lock. Now I use caps lock for rotate. It works fine for me, but it means that I now automatically head for caps lock rather than middle mouse button in this game. And I was having a little bit of glitch a little bit earlier with the middle mouse button not working here as well. It does seem to be working fine now. Of course I can switch to the keyboard, which I'm doing now, but that's just a little bit of extra confusion for my fingers to keep up with my aging fingers. So anyway, let's have a look at the map and have a quick overview of what the towns are. Down here in the corner of the map, quite big to start off with, it's Weymouth. If you're in the UK, you'll know Weymouth is a lovely seaside town. And we're nowhere near the sea here, by the way. Rowley Regis, up by the river. That starts quite small. I reckon we could be doing some big stuff with Rowley Regis in the long term, especially down by the river, of course. Then if we head up into the hills, difficult to get to up here via train, will be Fordwich. And then through the hills, up here, the highest point of the map in terms of a town, we've got Glastonbury, which has a music festival every year in real life. And then over here in the corner of the map, we've got Tenterden. Drop back down to the river for Galston, and then up into the hills again, not too high this time, to Mitchum, which is in a county called Surrey, I believe, and that's quite close to London. For those of you not in the UK, something like America, which is a big old country, yeah, this is basically, Mitchum is in London. Anybody in Mitchum are going, no, we're not. Yeah, it's not. It's kind of like, New York City and New York State. Anyway, Mitchum is outside of London, and here we are. Right, so let's have a look at Mitchum. Mitchum's looking pretty natty there. Quite like the look of Mitchum. And what I'm thinking is, because the whole point with City Skylines, what game we playing here, guys, Transport Fever, is to create a transport network to connect up everything so people can move about and goods can move about. In terms of people, that's easy. Just put a passenger station and bus stops and things like that, and so people can get from one place to the other. Let me just pause the game. I just realised the time was running July the 5th already in 1900. Yes, always a good idea to pause the game if you're doing nothing. And then over here we've got things like, here we have a coal mine that produces coal. And then if we pull back, over here we have an oil well. And then over here, if we can have a look at this, this is a sawmill. That requires wood, logs, to produce planks. So if you're going to produce wood, we've got to then look for, like, here we go, this is simple, here we go, nicely done, Galston Forest. That produces logs. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to move the logs from here to here, where they convert them into planks, and then you have to produce, send them somewhere that needs planks, like over here, that requires planks. So that's pretty cool, I guess. You need planks and plastic, or planks and steel to produce products. So if we could produce some steel and get it down to this factory here, we've already got the wood and the planks pretty close by. We can produce some products and do all right there. There's even some more forestry over here as well. There's lots going on. Producing steel, on the other hand, isn't quite that simple. You've got to find yourself. Where are we? Looking for one somewhere around here. Pull it back, see if there's a oil well there. That's coal. What have we got here? Yeah, iron ore mine. So you take the iron ore, and you're also going to need coal. So iron ore and coal, and then you've got to get that to a steel mill, which I'm sure there is one around here somewhere. Is that it? That's a quarry. Anyway, you get the idea. I will skip all that. In terms of food, there's a classic here. Food's a nice easy one here. Right, we got a farm, and this is the most likely route of us actually producing any food for our citizens. Up here is a food processing plant. So virtually everything that we produce in farms, because we've got another farm on the other side of, here we go, there's a farm here as well. But I've only found the one processing plant. With this game, you are given what you are given. That's the whole point of the random seed. So anyway, we have this produces food as well, product as well, and then comes up here, produces food, and then we'll be able to send it around everywhere. Food is going to be a bit of a problem for us because of getting up to the hill. Why is it at the top of a hill? That's not very helpful. What we can do though, and this is how we're going to start the game. We can start playing now, guys. Mitchum is not too far. It's not too much. It is up a hill, but it's not hideous. It's doable, I think. And Galston on the opposite side of the river. If we connect these two up with a rail line, residential, if we go once again to this setting here, you can see this part of the town is all residential, and this side is commercial, and then on this side we've got industrial going on. So if we stick a passenger railway station over this side of town, well, that's going to work quite nicely, because we can then connect that to the opposite side of the river over here, because over here we've got the same going on. Got residential on this side of town, brilliant, and then we've got industrial on this side. So we can stick a freight station on this side of town, and we can use just the one line for now, and then we can put up a second freight line a bit later on. I think that's the way we're going to work this, you know. I think, something like that. Shall we start building? Yeah, why not? We're starting with 9 million in the bank, and we'll start by putting down some railway station. There we go. Terminal station. I won't put down terminal station because I don't think we're going to be going any further up this end of the map. We're just going to be drawing a line straight down to Galston. So let's do that. Now the N and M keys are the two keys to rotate these thingies. I reckon we need to join these up actually. Let me come back out of this first of all, out of that. And how we spin this again. There we go. Oh, stop it, BonBon. Get in there, BonBon. Right. These roads are a bit messy. I don't like them. So what I'm going to do is I think we'll delete that one. I might even actually... No, well, that's fine. We'll leave that one in. All of this costs money, by the way, so we'll just connect. No, don't like that. Let's go for a medium-sized road. Thank you. That's better. That's much better. Right, now the station. The terminal station. Once we pop this down or hover, it will show you the area of influence. This is the distance that people are prepared to walk. Put that zoning back on. Not that one there. No, that one. better. So we're covering a good chunk of the residential area without even worrying about bus stops. So what we'll do is we're going to pop that one down like that, 123,000. So we come up here, the land gets a bit flatter, and so the price drops. But it's only a few thousand, and we get to more houses that way. So we're going to plop that one down there. That's a good start. Right, and now we're going to spin this around and start drawing a line out down towards the river. Oh, we must remember it's different from City Skylines. You have to drag. So I think, should we go around the forest? Yeah, why destroy the trees? It's kind of mean. What have the trees ever done to us? I think it would also help if we switched the terrain lines on there, the topographical lines. That's what we're doing. Right, so we need to get down. We're going to join those up. I want to come over and actually start with Galston as well, so we know where we're heading towards. So here, now, are we going to continue the line up? I think there's a very good chance we're going to be carrying the line up this way, possibly up the valley. More likely, though, I imagine we'll be coming around this way, around the outside. So let's pop ourselves down another station so we can connect up with. So we'll have a regular station this time. Yes, I know there's obviously a collision problem there. Right, and we'll spin you around. How about somewhere like this? Actually, we could join those two roads up. That would make a bit of sense, I think. So up here, let's see where we're working, and drag you down, and then connect you two up like that. Now we collect the train station on about there. That's pretty cool, I think. Costing us a bit more because of the terrain. Move it down here. That'll do. That will do very nicely indeed. Okay, let's head back to the rail. Now, it's going to cost us a bit to build a bridge, but I think we're going to need the bridge, so let's just do that. Just get in there straight away, huh? And boom. Now, where's our other rail line? It's up there, isn't it? So we're going to... I think if we head roughly between the rail line, the oil refinery and the road, that's the direction we need to be heading. Don't you give me collision. Oh dear. Right, okay. Cancel that. And then around to the other side. That's better. That is much better. Let's have a look at our first delicious bridge there. Now, a lot of you who've played this game a lot will be saying, well, first of all, that's an ugly bridge, isn't it? That's no perfect bridge. Well, I didn't say I was a perfect Transport Fever player, did I? Did I ever tell you that? No, I didn't. What I'm telling you is that's a beautiful bridge. It looks good. Look at the texture. I mean, this is nice, but... Oh, hello. What happened? Didn't want to do that. Oops. Right, so let's follow this bridge over. And what we'll do now is we're going to try and find a way up this hill. But yes, the shipping through there is going to be a bit of a problem. But we're not going to be sending too much via river, I would imagine. I think we'll go straight up this way. And just building it in small chunks. This way, up the hill. And there's where our... Oopsie. Keep hitting the wrong... Stop it. Thank you. I'll get there, guys. I'll get there. It's been a long time since I played this. It's been a long, long time. Now I think we can connect these pretty much up together now. Like that. Right, I think we're connected. And spin it. That's not too bad. I mean, yes, it is pretty poor. Very noobish. But then I am completely out of practice. Right, so we can head back to here. This is great. We are now going to need a depot. That's it. back to trains. And we're going to need a depot. That's the one. Right, let's find a place for our depot. I reckon if I can spin that way round, and we'll spin it. How about there? Actually, I like the. Oh, how did I manage to hit delete? Oh, that's your bulldoze button. Oopsie. Yes, it's completely out. There we go. How about there? Then we can connect it both left and right by having it there. I think, maybe. So what we'll do is we'll grab the rail line. We'll have 1 to there, and we'll have 1 to there. That's brilliant. We are nearly in business now. What we need to do now, I would suggest, is maybe go and buy some trains. Are we there? I think. Yeah, buy trains. Why not? Now, what options have we got? We've got the Borzig. We've got this one. I'm a great believer in spend as much as you can as soon as you can, and it should be faster and stronger than any other train that we've ever had. We'll have this Pullman 220. Looks good. So we'll have one of those. Yes, thank you. Yeah, he thought about it. And then passengers wise, this one carries 14, that one carries 11. It's got a higher top speed as well, so I think we really should invest in a few of those. Let's have 4 of them. What do you think? 4 of them? Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. That will do for now, I think. Right, we need to give the train a name, I think. Let's train. Right, we're going to call it, well, might as well call it BonBonB, I think, because it seems a reasonable name. Okay, and enter. Right, BonBonB is ready to roll. Need to set up a line for it though. A new line, no less. And we'll call this our first line. Oh, I like that idea. There we go. It's the first line. Now we're going to add some stations to it, because otherwise we ain't going nowhere. Let's shut that down. Let's shut that down as well. Right, so adding a station. This one. Mitchum is our first station. Our second station on the line, not surprisingly, will be Galston. And then it will go back to Mitchum. That makes a lot of sense, I think. And then, let's just see our area of influence on this station first of all, shall we? We click on there, and open this up. There's a huge chunk of the road of the area that we haven't actually connected up. Because of the walking distance, I think we need to build a little bit of a road extension. So about that to there. Now we've covered a lot more of the green area. I think we can go with that for now, you know. I reckon if we come back over here, this has been a long while since I've done this, so this might not work. It might not work. Let's come out of that. And shall we switch all of these off because reasons, and spin that around that way, and hopefully now if I press play on there, we'll get our first train. Here comes our first train. Oh, how exciting. Shiny. A shiny train. Oh, look at her, isn't she beautiful? Oh, BonBonB, you have made my life complete. Or something. Anyways, you can ride on these trains, you know, by clicking on there. And we are now... It carries the speed down here, so you can see how fast you're going. We'll just roll down towards Mitchum Station through the cutting here. This is pretty nice. Very very happy with this. Not sure where that subway goes to there. There is no platform 2. What are you doing in the subways? Brilliant. Shall we, how we get out of this? That's better. Right. So now we'll collect the passengers. There are no passengers because they don't know about this new train service yet. This train will now roll up to the other side. Once it's got up to the other side, that will establish the line, and people will start walking towards the station and hopefully visiting this new town that they've heard of on the other side of the river. Oh, the magic of this game. Let's see. We'll leave that window open so we can see our train skidding backwards and forwards. But then what we'll do next is in the next episode, which may be next week, I'm not sure, we'll try and keep up with these things. We'll probably stick in a bus depot. I imagine we should do that now actually, we can get on with that now because we're going to need one anyway. So first of all, passenger, that's what we're doing. I think a nice small one. I'm not that worried, I don't think we're going to need a larger depot just yet. We've got one right about here. How about there? That's cool. And then we're going to want some bus stops. And we can pick up people all the way around the town then, can't we? So how about one of them? Got to remember it's right-hand drive. Even though we are in a European town, we are right-hand driving. I think those 2 stops should be enough, do you not think? Let me come out of that. And out of that. You cover all of that. You cover all of that. I think these bus stops do it, you know. This covers our entire town. Notice the roads have names as well, which is great. Has our train approached... Come on. Doesn't take that long, guy. It's all downhill as well. You wait till you have to go back up that hill. Right. So anyway, yeah, we've got our bus stop. We need a little bus depot as well. A depot. Road depot. That's what we want. One of those right there. And then, having done that, we'll want to buy some vehicles. Bus-wise, we haven't got a lot to choose from at the moment. That carries 6, 5 and 4. I think we'll might as well go for it. We'll have 3 of these. 1, 2 and 3. We'll set up a line, a new line for this. And this is going to be goals. Oh dear, caps lock. Guess who's been using caps lock for spinning? Galston bus. Probably spelled that wrong, but I don't care. Right, so our first stop will be the depot. Our second one, there is a bus stop up here somewhere, if I remember rightly. We can get rid of that. Go away, you. Ah, we've just reached the station. This is good news. Where's our bus stop? We definitely put one down here, didn't we? Where's our bus stop? Oh, don't make me don't make me look for it using this. Where are we? Bus stops. Oh, it's over there. I was on the wrong road. And then there's definitely one up here. There it is. There we are. So we now have our Galston bus route if we pull back up. And now we can set line to all Galston bus route. Now all these buses should start rolling out. These are early buses. I thought I bought 3 of them. I guess 2. 2 should do for now. One's going... Oh no, there's the third one over there. Started off all on his own. Yes, so these guys are now skiddling along, doing their thing. Now we've got BonBonB 1 is got no passengers, but maybe at the station up here, even though we've got no buses here, we are within walking distance. Have we got anybody on the station? Not yet. I've got to say that's a bit disappointing. More than a bit disappointing. Come on, guys. We've got a train coming. Anybody want to get the train? Why? Why is nobody coming? Oh, I'm going to have to set up a bus route over here, aren't I? People are just too pigging lazy to walk to the end of the road. Damn it. Right, okay, let's do a quick bus station depot stuff thing. Right, one of those. No, I don't want one of your... Build that. See, built that just as I was about to plop down our depot. Oh, come on. That one. Bus. We'll get there. There she goes. The N and M keys, which are the rotate keys, are right next to the bulldoze key. And I'm chubby fingered. Okay, we've got that one going on there. We will also want to have our depot. Depot is what we want. Will it fit in there? Probably not. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll stick that one over here. For no reason. And then we'll click on there. We'll buy 3 of these little fellas again. 3. And then we can close that down. And we need to, that's right, set line. Oh, no, we haven't got a, frigates. My brain's not working. Lines, that's what we need. Lines. We need a new line. And this is Mitchum bus. Mitchum. Is it Mitcham? Mitchum. There. Doesn't matter. We can change it later. Mitchum bus. And we're going to have a few stations. We'll have that one. And we're going to need to add some stations, aren't we? Hang on. We've not added any bus stations yet. Bus stops. Bus stops. Ah, that's the fella. Right. I think we're going to need one all the way up here, you know. There, and probably one up there. And then how much influence has this station got here? Plenty. Right, that will cover us. So we were adding a station. Okay, the first station was over here. Get a bit closer. Come on. That's 2. And then up here 3. Right, so that should cover us, I think. And with any luck, our buses, if they haven't already started, which they haven't, set line to all, Mitchum bus. And there they go. Ah, lovely. And of course, we've got buildings being built. Which is all, oh, look, we've got somebody going to get the train. You're too late, missus. It's gone. Where's our train? Oh, dear oh me. Look. I'm now going to switch to keyboard. Was there anybody in that train? Did we actually get... No, we've got nobody. Nobody on the train. Damn it. I'm coming to the station over here. Is anybody on the station here waiting for the train? And the answer is... nobody. Does nobody want to get the train? What's going on? This guy, nobody on the bus. Looks like that bird on the other end of the line there. It looks like she might be our first passenger. Any type. Oh, look, we've got somebody waiting at the bus here. This is good. People are starting to wiggle around now to use our public transport. Are you going? You're walking past? Why are you walking past? Did you get the bus? Oh no, there you go. He's waiting for the bus as well. Don't know where you're going. You're going to the shop. What shop are you going to? Oh, there you go. He's going to shop all the way over here. So late. Look, how friggin' lazy are these people? He needs to get the bus to go from... Oh, Noah. Let's move you. Oh, we are definitely not working as a middle mouse button now. So yeah, from there, up here, and to there. That's not far, is it? You lazy bugger. Right, let's come and have a look at... See, our train still has no passengers. But I imagine it won't be long now before people start milling on the station. Let's go and check the other station. Come on, we want to have our first passenger. We've got... Alright, now they're starting. There you go. We've got 7 people on the station. 7! Well, that was worth building, wasn't it? Right, well, on that note, I think I need to love you and leave you. We've been here half an hour already, and I have been faddling around. Join me again for more Transport Fever Let's Plays. Can't guarantee you a schedule. It's not important to me to get this one as a regular. I'd like it to be a regular series, but of course WhatsMap takes priority and City Skylines takes priority over Transport Fever. But if I can get this going as a regular series with enough people watching it, then who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me as soon as I can get you another episode out. That would be amazing. I'll say comment down below, because it does tell me that you're enjoying the series, or if you're not enjoying the series, please tell me that as well, because it helps me. It helps me to know what to do. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.